Kenny, did you get the feeling that there's still a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde about your side?
I don't think that's the case. I just thought Saturday we didn't really have our full energy. It was still close, albeit some of the games at the start of the year, close games and could have worked for us. And you're looking for something to give us a spark. But similarly, by our own standards, I don't think we played well on Saturday. I thought there was no lack of effort or commitment. The players were really having to go right the way through, which did keep it close. But similarly, I felt after Tuesday night we just didn't quite have that yard. I thought that Fleetwood were just overall just maybe a yard sharper than us, and if we'd have had everything about us and our full energy, we would have been able to create more than we did, and in the end, look at yourselves and try and take responsibility yourselves, and we didn't quite have enough on Saturday, and I did think it sort of reflected the week we'd had, to be honest with you, and although, as I said, in terms of the players, they tried everything they could, we just couldn't really get going, particularly as a force going forward. Our usual game is to be able to get the ball wide, get good situations, get good crosses in, get people in the box, and it didn't work that way.
Do you sometimes have to credit the opposition?
Yeah, obviously Fleetwood are in a good run, but it is always going to be a difficult game going up there, and we know that and we understand that. But can we go there and win? Yes, we can. We are capable and have been in the past and done it once already this season. Saturday wasn't to be. I thought they edged it, and we didn't have enough energy really to play at our best. But always it's going to be a hard game. We know that. It wasn't a surprise, and obviously they're competing for the playoff spots as well, which gives them greater incentive.
Any disappointment with the goal you conceded?
Yeah, maybe. We just got sucked in a little bit down the right hand side, I thought, and just a tiny bit too open. It's bobbled about in there after that, and obviously gone to Conley, and that's the the one moment. But if there's any disappointments defensively, it's just right hand side slightly. But overall, you can't stop everything, and my overall take in the game is we needed to do more going forward. And particularly in the second half when we had a lot of the ball, we were on top. The elements of the wind was with us, and for us anyway, the most important thing is that what did we do going forward, and our game is about being able to be incisive and getting chances, and then where we're ready be able to convert them as well. But we didn't do well enough going forward. We didn't create enough chances. Probably Coyle-headed one off the line from a ragged header, but other than that, the moments are few and far between.
We saw back in December MK Dons can't be underestimated.
No, of course, every game is difficult. Similarly, we want to be confident in ourselves as well and get our game right, and that's the important thing. And of course, we won't underestimate anyone. There's a run of home games now. We have to try to use that, but similarly, take nothing for granted. We have to put the performance on, and as you say, they've beaten us once, and we have to do everything we can to try to get back at them. And similar to Fleetwood in a few weeks. Fair play to Fleetwood. They've beaten us on Saturday, but we have them again in a couple of weeks coming up. And you have to be humble and also then doubly determined to make sure you come back. And in terms of MK Dons, which is our next game and our most important game, we have to really get our detail right, make sure we've got our full energy, and make sure we recover well from Saturday so that side can go again and really impose itself on the opposition.
Any news on Harrison and Cannon?
I think I was obviously hopeful for them for the weekend, but neither of them quite made it. Again, I'm hopeful again for Tuesday. We'll see where we are Monday morning as it stands now. They're both, let's say, in contention for Tuesday night. I will make a final decision on both of those guys on Tuesday morning, give them every opportunity and chance to be fully fit, which I hope they are.
Looking at the next 7 days, it's going to be hard to find time to train.
Yeah, and if you're looking at the way our seasons have been over the last couple of years, there has been obviously a high volume of games, training, the conditions or whatever. You're preparing for the games. That's okay. That's the way it is. We would want the games. We would want the progress in the competitions, and training is about recovering, about organising for the next game definitely, and making sure that mentally we're ready for the next hurdle, which, as we know, comes up pretty quickly.
It's a hard balance, though, isn't it? You need to be rested at times as well.
Yeah, you do, and you need rest, you need fresh energy, and it is what it is, and you have to adapt. And you know, for us anyway, there was a early season, there was long spells between games, particularly league games, and it sort of built up a pressure on the cup games, but it was nobody's fault, and that was just the way it was. And similarly, you always know then when you hit this period at point of the season, particularly if you do okay in a couple of cup competitions, they're coming thick and fast. You would always want that, and we would always want that. And from Saturday anyway, a chance quickly on Tuesday to bounce back, that's there for us. We have to make sure we're ready and make sure we take it.
Any more injury problems from Saturday?
No, we haven't. And as I said, you know, Cannons and Harrison are the two that are sort of, let's say, shades of grey at the moment. Everybody else is fit and available and pushing for a start.